We're learning that the rebel 12 MPs of the Shiv Sena have been given Y-level security by the centre and the state governments. All MPs' residences and offices have been provided with security by paramilitary personnel. Now, this was after an online meeting. A decision was taken to provide security to the rebel MPs. Now, my colleague Anshul with us live from outside the Maharashtra Sadan, right here in Delhi, to bring us more of an update. Anshul, over to you.
So yes, that's right, Toya. What we are picking up is that the 12 MPs who had their meeting with Eknath Shinde late last night at around 10 p.m. they have been given a Y-level security, which means that they have been given security forces from the paramilitary force by the Home Ministry, and it is being said that outside each and every one of their houses, the police and the paramilitary force are standing outside their houses, making sure that no unwanted person that they do not want to meet can actually enter the houses of these MPs. So yes, this is also raised a lot of questions on the timing, at the exact timing on which this security has been given, because remember, it was just till yesterday that they had no security such as Y-level security from the central government. But as soon as the meeting happened and as soon as the word got out that these MPs have met Eknath Shinde and have requested and have in fact in the favor of changing the chief whip or the leader of the party in the Lok Sabha, they have been given this security. And this morning we also heard Uddhav-Thackeray's Sanjay Raut coming out to the media and saying that this is being done to actually kidnap these MPs and keep them under their control. And Sanjay Raut also went ahead and said and claimed that this is actually what is happening is not correct, and it is being the MPs are being pressurized to join hands with the Eknath Shinde camp. Now today, I'll just like to tell you the schedule of today for Eknath Shinde. Today in the next 7 to 8 minutes we are going to see Eknath Shinde coming out of Maharashtra Sadan. From here he will going to the parliament, where he'll be having a meeting with all those 12 MPs, and these 12 MPs will then go ahead and have a meeting with Om Birla. Remember, they had also given a letter to Om Birla yesterday itself, but today all the 12 MPs will be paraded in front of the speaker, claiming that a person from the faction of Eknath Shinde should be made the leader of the party in the Lok Sabha. After that, it is being said that the Eknath Shinde will go ahead and meet with the Home Minister in the Parliament Annex itself. They will have a meeting inside the Parliament, and also what we are picking up is that Devendra Fadnavis is likely to come over here in the afternoon, but there is still no confirmation. But yes, there are words doing rounds in the media circle and the political circles that yes, Devendra Fadnavis is also likely to come here by 2:30 to 3 p.m. After which both Eknath Shinde and Devendra Fadnavis will go and meet the Prime Minister at his residence at 7 LKM. After which it is expected that here in Maharashtra Sadan in the evening, Eknath Shinde will come out and address the media about the developments that have happened today. And hence, after the press conference, it is expected that tonight at around 9 p.m. Eknath Shinde will leave from here to Mumbai. So yes, this is the itinerary for Maharashtra CM for today. Now it remains to be seen what transpires in these meetings. Also, if anything else could be added, because remember, the fight between the Shiv Sena is now for the symbol as well as for the flag. So yes, and now it remains to be seen how does the Eknath Shinde camp now take this fight forward to make sure that they get the symbol and the flag in their favor. So yes, a very hectic day for Eknath Shinde. Hectic parleys are going to be conducted through the entire day. Now it remains to be seen what comes out of these meetings, when finally at around 5 to 6 p.m. Eknath Shinde will address the media. We'll get more clarity on what transpired through the entire day, Toya.
Anshul, stay with us. I want to go over now to our two colleagues who are also with us right now. Herman is with us from Mumbai, and my colleague Siddhant is with us from right here in Delhi. Herman, I want to come over to you next. If you could bring our audiences an update on the headspace right now for the Uddhav-Thackeray-led faction of the Shiv Sena. Possibly one more pillar falling for them. Bring us an update, please.
Well, Toya, yes, as far as Uddhav-Thackeray-led faction is concerned, trouble seemed to be mounting as the days pass by. With the total split, if one looks at it, a vertical split as far as the MLA is switching over towards the Eknath Shinde faction. Over the days, you've also had corporators from various regions extending their support from various districts of Maharashtra, including even from Ratnagiri, extending their support to Uddhav-Thackeray. But now you have the members of parliament, around 12 of them. That is the ballpark figure. One does not know the exact figure. It could be somewhere even more. Yesterday, having met him, not in person though, but over video conferencing, Now, that particular move, this also coming on a day yesterday when you have the elections going on for the president of India, this was definitely seen as a big setback to the Uddhav-Thackeray-led faction. After that, you have now them being moved to, going over to Delhi, and as Anshul was pointing out, in all likelihood, they are going to seek that that one of their own members is made the chief of the party in the Lok Sabha. So what really transpires, it is going to be interesting. As far as Sanjay Raut, who is still loyal to Uddhav-Thackeray, says that they will continue to fight each and every battle. He says that today, okay, they have been claiming certain rights as their own, but later on, what if they start claiming that even Matushri, which is the residence of the Thackeray's, is also theirs? So as of now, it is just one battle after another that continues to mount. Trouble just continues. And this also, do remember, Toya, we do know that in a short while we will also have the BMC polls also coming in, which is considered to be the bastion for so many decades for the Shiv Sena, for the Uddhav-Thackeray land faction. And now with a total vertical split, and with corporators having joined, deciding to join their hands over to with Mr. Eknath Shinde, that clearly it is one trouble after the another. But whether but only time will probably be able to tell, because you have also corporators and now members of parliament. So it is one trouble after the another. And finally, what is going to be the outcome? Only time will be able to tell, Toya.
With us. Thank you for bringing us that update. Let's go over now to my colleague Siddhant. Siddhant, we've just explained to our audiences another angle of this entire controversy, that of the question of who should be the chief whip and the group leader. If you could just for our audiences explain the importance of both positions. If you could also tell us what the Shiv Sena faction and the rebel faction are both arguing when it comes to both of those positions, and tell us about which side any of the organizational committees are likely to side on in terms of how they're likely to decide on this.
Well, the challenge is for the Uddhav-Thackeray camp to save the cadre. And, since the formation of government in Maharashtra, since the swearing-in ceremony, with each passing day, the cadre is confirming loyalty for Eknath Shinde camp. This time around, the trouble is more because 12 to 14 MPs are likely to jump the ship and confirm their loyalties for Eknath Shinde camp. And as far as the importance of chief whip and the group leader in the house is concerned, if MPs of a party goes against the instruction of the whip, then in that particular case, disciplinary action can be taken on those MPs. And this is perhaps the reason that these two portfolios are very important in the house, and in fact in the Vidhan Sabha also, in Maharashtra Vidhan Sabha, if you remember, the fight was for the Vidhan Sabha leader and chief whip, and the same fight has started in Delhi for parliament. Now for Uddhav-Thackeray camp has Rajan Vichare as a group leader, and the other as Rajan Vichare as a whip. Now Eknath Shinde camp wants Bhavna Gavli as the whip and Rahul Shivale as the group leader in the house. And in fact, we've been told that today Eknath Shinde will lead the delegation to Om Birla, and that letter will be submitted that they are the real Shiv Sena. Also, there is a possibility of Eknath Shinde going to election commission, meet election commission and to claim party symbol and to prove before election commission that they are the real Shiv Sena. Their faction is the real Shiv Sena. So very interesting developments are likely to take place in the national capital today. Eknath Shinde is in national capital, and he is going to he's also going to address media late in the evening. This is also we have been told. Back to you.
Siddhant, thank you for that update. Herman, thank you for joining us. Anshul, if I could request you to stay with us. We have some more breaking